All right, Bracket the Yahweh, Bracket the Yahweh Shai, 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 Kyle Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostle of Great Millstone, honor salutation to you, sincere Akim of the hope for elect, laboring in his truth and sincerity again. And this is we're gonna call it a part 3. All right. I mean, it's so much going on, man. You know, I get joy in this. You know, I get joy in it, and we all do. You know, from the apostles on down, and this is beautiful, and that's why. And maybe this might be a series. You know, we told you so series, but this is part 3. We told you. All right, we told you, but that might be a series. The Spirit allowed me. I might start. We told you so. To keep throwing it, and yeah, the Lord got us throwing prophecy in your face. We've been telling you about the MOTB. Y'all laughed at us. You made mockery of us, right? We told you that martial law, all these things were gonna come. Y'all, race wars. You're crazy. That stuff ain't that Civil War. I remember back in the days, they really thought we was crazy, but we told you, right? And it feels good, and I pray the Lord continues all of us. But it feels good to stay in our business like the prophet Noah, you know what I'm saying? And the rest of the prophets, ancient prophets that prophesied of what the Lord told them, all right? You see, and then again, like we said, you know, some of y'all read the Bible, but the Lord ain't with you. You ain't got to understand it. It's all there. So this is part 3. We told you so. Trump is giving you ninjas the big boot, all right? He's giving you the big boot. And this is just feeding off of really what's going on now. And again, you know, because last campaign is heavy because we were sort of waiting for these things to happen. Actually, we thought that they would have happened a few years prior, right? But that was just the how would you say, that was just the setup or the startup. Because see, but one thing we do know, I mean, we definitely hasten in the days, and we pray to the Lord to, you know, bring, you know, but we understand that the Most High, he got every prophecy, like he told Ezra, like prophecy is measured out by its time. So it's constantly, that's why I said the judgments of the Lord come to pass every day, but the unjust know if it not, right? Because the Lord prophecy is always going around. And there's certain prophecies, everything is synced, right? No prophecy is going to be before the other. The Lord does everything in order, right? Here it is, you know, the white man's the devil. He got to play out his full role of being the devil. Most High ain't going to say, yeah, I know I was going to give him this time, but fuck that. You know, the Most High is not like that. He's not bipolar or none of that. It's just that people don't have the understanding, and they lead to their own understanding, which is off according to the scriptures. But now shit is really happening, you know, even more. Shit been happening. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, but and like I always say, the faucet is broke. So that's how we know that we're definitely closer. I mean, pray this be the last year, or, you know, or next year, you know, but I know it's going to be soon. I don't know the actual time. The Most High, everything set in this prophecy. Okay. But the implementation of the MOTB, yeah, I see that happening soon. Because, all right, let me get to the article, man. Another article. And see, man, you know, and yeah, they got misinformation and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, it's still prophecy, man, because we at the time of the Lord bringing all these calamities upon Babylon the Great, which people know today as America. So now this is from an article, Biz Now, right? Report, HUD to axe half of its workers. Launch task force to study more cuts. And see, and remember in the last article I was bringing out in the last show, brothers that seen it, right? Trump saying that everything is bloated, and they been knew that. Like, look, this whole thing they did it before. They were giving people all kind of credit that didn't have nothing. You know, they didn't even have a job. The triple P loans, like they knew people were going to abuse these things. They knew people, the power that they got, the people that was in these federal positions to write these grants and all this, that, and the third. Hell, Biden, they knew that these people were going to do all these things, man. So now it justified them, say, look, the system's broken. The system been broke. But why? The Most High said it's time for this to happen, man. So the things we thought that the Operation Warp Speed was going to happen in, it's happening right now. I don't think it's been, a couple weeks since this devil's officially been inaugurated. Well, hey, and we've been telling you of this. We've been telling you, and not because of any speeches that these devils get, or because it's prophecy in the Bible. Okay, and we're gonna continue to go into the scriptures and show you why this is happening. But now it said the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, right? And the majority of the people that is immediately affected is more so you ninjas, all right? You ninjas and you Latin ninjas, okay? And again, while you niggas sit there and argue with each other over the stupidest shit, clout, who's a gangster, who's not a gangster, who's a part of the culture, who's not, these devils been plotting on you, man. See? And that's what y'all don't understand, man. And this is part of their plan, man. And now y'all gonna feel it, but it's gonna trickle into, and that's why you got these other Edomite, the other cracker kind out there that was middle class. Now they getting pushed into lower class, right? That's why you got them. They tripping too at all this because it's affecting them. But it said U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development intend, because a lot of people were making money off of the HUD projects. Some of the, watch. A lot of people think, oh, that's all right, that happened then. It's going to go back to, this happens okay, all right, keep thinking like that. First of all, there's a lot of people that's not here with us no more after that pandemic, all right? Things have definitely changed. Hell, there's a lot of people just a week ago that are not here because these, and that's why the scriptures say the grinding shall cease, because the people that the ICE agents is rounding up, it's not really per se just criminals. It's the majority of the workforce, a good portion of it is a lot of these so-called immigrants, man. All right? And then you got the other Jake. And again, like I said, they only going after Jake. Like the so-called African immigrants, majority of them are actually Israelites, like the Nigerians, the Liberian, you name it, from the Congo. A lot of those are really Israelites that were in those parts of Africa that came over to this country. So now they're going to move on them too. See, we heading into these times, man. But anyway, it said the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development intends to slash 50%, half of its workforce as a part of sweeping. And this ain't it. It's going to keep going. They're going to keep cutting more and more programs that was created to help the so-called minority, mainly our people, right? And then some that these other so-called white people benefit. They're not going to do nothing that's going to really, they always take care of the people who put them in office because they know that they're puppets. That's why even when Berry, right, the cokehead Twizzler was in office, he sat there and he protected, belted all them people out and all that stuff because why? This is a system, and this is which is a trap, and it's designed for you not to never exceed. And for our people, that's because that's the curses. In Deuteronomy 28, it said, thou should be the tail, he should be the head. He's the lender, we're the borrower. So therefore, due to the fact that we're still in slavery, right? Because if that stupid ass fake speech that was drafted by a big nose that Martin Luther King spoke of, if any of that had any power of Christianity, they wouldn't be able to do this. They wouldn't be able to take your homes, take your jobs, and and see what it is a system, it's a trap. It's a club, you wasn't invited. That's why when niggas, had different, and it was more than a bunch of Black Wall Streets, a lot of prominent Negro towns. Well, where are they now? The United States government destroyed them. All right, those are the dark spots in history that they don't teach in the schools, man. All right, but now all that information is coming out. What they did in Wilmington, Rosewood, Lake Lanier, all these different places, man. You see, the Devil's Punch Bowl. Well, it's still that. It's still that. It ain't too much, Through technology, they use different word and different language, but it's still that. They still lynching, and now it's about to be a lot of niggas getting affected by this, man. Okay, it's one article. Wait, hold on, let me see. They just fired a lot of these people, and they gave them like a half hour to leave the premises. Listen, man, this shit is going down, man. This shit is going down. It's going down. Matter of fact, let me see if I got it. Is this it? Yeah, from The Guardian, right? It says some federal workers given just 30 minutes to leave. So here it is. They got this unexpected, which actually Trump did tell them that they should have took, he gave them a out. But they said, now he said, look, get your shit and get the fuck up out of here. All right? You got 30 minutes. What the hell is going on for? Okay. All right. So again, it said some federal workers, it's like you got, somebody at the door. It said some federal workers given just 30 minutes to leave amid Trump layoffs. All right. So that's crazy, man. This is really going down real time. I mean, they fighting it. They got court, But hey, reality bites, as they say. Because actually, DJ King Devil Trump is doing a lot of shit that y'all said he couldn't. Y'all never did, and really, to be honest with you, well, Creepy Sleepy Joe, he just didn't have it, so they had to get him out of there. But if he was in there, the same shit would happen, because what you so-called niggas fail to realize, whether Republican Party, Democratic Party, you always get fucked. You always been getting the short end of the stick, as the saying goes, right? And why would you think it would be different, man? And see, and that's because you trust in these devils, man. And matter of fact, hold on, we got some scriptures lined up as we do, which is the nature of how the Spirit got us. But I'm gonna read Isaiah 30, and it's hard to get through this because it's so much information, and it shows you. And if you read the caption, it says Judah is you so-called Negroes, man, which also includes the so-called West Indians, which is Benjamin, the so-called Haitian, which is the tribe of Levi. When you learn about the nation of Israel and how the Lord divided it into two kingdoms. All right. So sometimes, and what happened throughout, I believe it was the Babylonian captivity, instead of them going and saying, okay, those are the Benjamites, they say they're all Jews. Right. So anyway, it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, Yahweh, excuse me, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that take counsel, but not of me. See? Because y'all got all into this world, y'all thought y'all was set with these federal, especially these, oh man, don't get me started talking about the fucking black woman, man. Which include, when I say the black woman, I'm talking about the hoes of all the tribes being led by that fucking black bitch. All right, that rebellious, loudmouth, right? And guess what? You ain't gonna be seeing these black women with so much mouth. I just watched the video. I don't know what happened. Fucking, black chick was at the Taco Bell with you. What the fuck are you? That showed you that you got demons on you, man. Fuck you doing at Taco Bell at this in 2025, man. 2025. It's certain shit that shouldn't be in your vocabulary. McDonald's, Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Really no, but especially those. Because the devil tell you, that this shit ain't even really food. And I knew somebody that worked at Taco Bell. They said on the meat, they said this is grade C. Basically, it's dog food is what they giving you. They giving you fucking Purina puppy child inside them tacos, man. But this black and seeing these black bitches, they all entitled. All right, look, the Captain Saber holes are gone. All right, a lot of these niggas took their cape off, right? And the rest, the ones that still exist, they won't be around much because the Captain Saberhole will not survive in these times, man. No more of that day of justifying these women just because, they're women. The fuck that mean? Actually, they're not women. They're hoes. They're whores. They lay down with way too many women. All right? They lay down with way too many, women too. Yeah, women, but I meant to say men. But it's the same thing. And that's wickedness anyway. So, anyway, the chick, she went to, to punch in her order. I don't know what the fuck she said to the security guard. That nigga just grabbed her. She tried to talk that ghetto shit. That nigga went pop, smack the shit out of her, man. He might lose his job and all that shit, but I'm just saying, things are changing. All right, we're in these times. So anyway, it says, Judah warned against Egyptian alliance. That's the caption, Isaiah 30:1. All right, we told you this plenty of times, and we're going to continue to tell you. Woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And by all y'all getting involved in this voting, because you got niggas talking about, I voted today, I voted like that's a badge of honor. You fucking idiot. That's like you sticking your middle finger up to the Heavenly Father. Because the Heavenly Father told our people not to be voting. He said, you're not supposed to make nobody else king over you from any other nation, man. That's not your people that you up there voting for. All right? So you just gave the finger to the Heavenly Father. All right? And remember little Boosie did that, right? About eating that pork, right? He's talking about eating pork, and they said, man, God told me stop eating the pork. He said, I'm going to flip him off. Then he got shot after that. The Most High is not playing. And the Lord said he's going to be a swift, bring swift judgment, man. And we're in the time. Because, see, everything is for its time. You don't ever think you get away with something, man. All right? Just because you ain't get punished right there on the spot. The Lord is long-suffering, man. And seeing our people, what they're into, the Heavenly Father didn't set that up for them to do. So what they're doing is adding sin to sin. Because here it is. They already was wicked. That's why we came into captivity. We fell. But now you doing the things that got you in there in the first place, man. Basically, you just like a career crook that got a rap sheet bigger than the dictionary. You just adding more shit to it, man. So that's why the Most High is going to just destroy you. It said that walk to go down into Egypt. America is known as spiritual Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. Yeah, you got all into this American bullshit, man. Okay, in the trust in the shadow of Egypt. You see, and then you fail to realize that their New World Order plans didn't include you niggas, man. They were just using you for the time being, man. You see? And they showing you how expendable you are, man. And seeing it, and the thing is, which King Devil Trump is leaning on, the fact that, a lot of, which America's been corrupt, nothing but corruption. All right? And again, it's selective speech, right? Because he's still the devil, right? But they're declassifying stuff, but they're not declassifying everything. You see? They're not declassifying the things that show how them small hats really stole that land that they're in right now, and how that they're not the people of the land, that they're not the real Israelites. So they're not, they're not really, most of the shit that they're declassifying shit that everybody knew already, for the most part. All right? And most of the people are dead, so you can't bring judgment against them anyway. You see? But anyway, it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, in the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. So this is a lot of people are being confused because they're getting fired until they got 30 minutes to leave. All right, so this is back at the Guardian, right? It says some federal employees who have been laid off under the administration of Trump, unprecedented plan to slash the federal workforce, reportedly given only 30 minutes to pack their belongings and vacate federal offices. They probably wasn't even prepared. They ain't have no bags to put their shit in. Some people probably had all kind of shit. He said, man, get your shit. People probably had offices. He said, pack your shit and get the hell up out of here. And this is the wrath of the devil, man. See? It said federal agencies, and this is going to cause, eventually, the more that these things happen, it's going to do nothing but cause what? More uproars, man. Which is going to lead to what? It's going to lead to rioting. It's going to lead to class wars, Then it's going to lead to them officially declaring martial law and basically running down, on a lot of these protesters and breaking up these things. And, watch, it's going to get ugly, man. It's going to get ugly in a lot of these places, man. Well, it's already getting ugly now because, see, and that's when you get somebody's attention, man. Right? Like the Lord said, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. All right? So you got to kill somebody's kids for them to stop playing games, man, because our people play a lot. They play too goddamn much. All right? Everything is a joke. They don't take nothing serious, man. They don't sit there. Our people can't humble themselves. Our people do the most. They want to just continue to. So now you about to get flushed out. All right? How long you thought you was going to be able to, go on being wicked or taking bribes? Because a lot of these people are taking bribes, people in these offices too. A lot of these people are abusing their power. But that ain't nothing that they didn't. They learned that from the so-called white man. All right? But the thing is, they didn't realize that the system, it didn't include us. All right? They let you in as a guest. You was always just a guest. Now they're kicking you out the house. All right? With nothing. Tossing these niggas like a cheap whore. It said federal agencies were ordered by Donald, I call him King Devil Trump, to fire mostly probationary staff. People that just thought that they was on. With as many as 200,000 workers set to be affected. 200,000 to be affected. All right? In this clip. And he's doing these things in waves, man. Operation Warp Speed. That's what they spoke about. Now they executing it this term. It said more layoffs are expected on Friday. See, as thousands of employees have already been terminated in the purge. See the word they use? The purge is widening. So now, I mean, right there, but we're going to go to Isaiah 19. All right. See, we in a time of prophecy. We've been telling you. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt. And don't think this is talking about Egypt over there with Cairo and, Egypt over there in the Middle East. But no, this is talking about America. America is modern day Egypt. All right. When you read in the book of Revelations, 11th chapter, it refers to it as spiritual Egypt and spiritual Sodom. It said, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. It's talking about the second coming of the Lord, when the Lord come back with the holy angels, with the chariots, which, of course, they're seeing them. There's reports of them, footage and everything all over. So you can't tell me that this ain't was going on. Said, in the heart of Egypt, meaning the spirit of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And that's what's happening right now. People are breaking down. People don't know what to do, right? And then people, they really want to shut us up, because they don't like it. Those are the prophets of doom. But look what the fuck is coming here. So y'all got caught by all the distractions, the diversions, the amusement parks and all that. Amusement is to divert one's attention. When you look up the word amusement, it's a diversion. It's to divert one's attention from the truth, or from a serious situation, and I would figure that amusement parks would go under, but they still going. And then you still got niggas. You had an old ass lady out there, and I believe it's the Great Adventures over by where one of the head brothers in Texas used to stay. We drove by it. I think that's downtown Dallas. I'm not mistaken. You see it, you be like, God damn, it's a big ass, And so this old ass, I think she was in her 70s, 80s. She's on a roller coaster, one of the big roller coasters, and that went up that hill, and the thing that holds you in, the metal bar lifted up, and her ass got ejected, and this motherfuckers ain't know where she was at, man. From, I don't know how high, hundreds of feet in the air, however high it was, and they had problems before, like a year before. So you still got niggas, because why? They'll do anything except sit down and listen to the truth, right? Listen to what's going on, pay attention, watch the news, right? They want to just have fun, okay? They want to have fun until what? Till their head is cracked, man. And that's why it happens without, like the Lord said, he's going to come as a thief in the night, because they're not ready. They're not prepared. See, hey, the brothers, the true brothers that's locked in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Awashai, we prepared, man. All right? Through the spirit of the Lord, lamps are lit. We patiently, but I used to say it, anxiously but patiently waiting, man. We on the edge of our seats, like Baka Shah, Lord have mercy, have mercy on us in these times, because we see it. We knew it was going to happen. But it said, in the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's the Americans against the Americans, because you got the federal government, and basically they've been done declared war. They looking at you people as enemy combatants, but they're going to, of course, being the devil, right? His words are smoother than butter. They're going to make it seem like, yeah, see, this is how we told you we're going to make America great. We got to start cleaning house. All these people to get all the fraudulent people. We've been living to, what's the term? Wasteful. I can't think of the term right now, but basically, we have all these programs that we don't need. We have money going out of every place. It's too much money being mishandled. So we're going to cut everybody off. We're going to bring it to a halt, and we're going to put, so basically they're getting ready to trust, man. And the spirit used to be heavy on Apostle Gabar back in the days to go into those concentration camps. Trust, there's going to be concentration camps, man. There are already concentration camps. You go into most of these malls, right? Hey, most of the malls, malls and gas stations and Walmarts, all these places are empty and abandoned, man. The rent way been too damn high, right? Hell, utilities are too damn high. That's why the whole mall in Atlanta got shut down. They couldn't afford the electricity bill. So what do you think these empty buildings are going to be doing? Not all of them are they able to, they're going to be, they're going to sit there and seize them, and they're going to, well, they already own them, and they're going to be throwing a lot of you up in here. Just like when they did the Occupy Wall Street bullshit years ago, which was another trial run. They did what? They took a lot of people to the fucking impounds, and they because this devil could put up a barbed wire fence in a heartbeat. They could turn any open space into a concentration camp, man. Any open building. They showed you that. I think that was one of Denzel's movies, The Equalizer. How they shut down that spot building that was supposed to be like a major Walmart. So again, this is gonna happen, and this is why you got a lot of these people. They trying to take Trump to court, sue him, but they don't realize Trump is getting orders. So it really wouldn't have mattered who was in it. It's just that he was the chosen devil to be set up as the king of America right now. All right. But it said, the Lord said, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And I mean, that's talking about these so-called white people. These Americans are against each other. All right. January 6th, that's nothing, man. All right. Basically, in Trump's mind, he's like, look, man, the inmates done took over the building. All the people, right wingers, or whatever wingers you call these motherfuckers, these Trumpsters, they done took over. All right. And they cleaning the house. They kicking all you other niggas up out of there that ain't what they is get down or lay down. All right. Trump is rolling like a straight up gangster mob, and he's using the whatever bit of power he got. He can't sign enough executive orders, man. Every day he's, and they ignoring certain people try to say, oh, we got to put a hold on that. He ain't listening to nobody, man. See? But it said, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. That's civil war, man. And everyone against his neighbor, city against city. That's why you got other cities they've been filing, paperwork trying to succeed from the United States of America, right? And kingdom against kingdom. And at the same time, you still got these issues happening over there with Russia and Ukraine, right? Which, looking to see how that resolved. I was watching a video where Pastor Tar was saying how Trump basically going to tell him just get that shit up to Russia. So, if that happened, that's going to really escalate shit. All right. Certain places are getting attacked throughout the middle. So it's all kind of shit happening, man. And the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst there, the spirit of America. And I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Like we was going into the last show, that these devils actually, America's set up on witchcraft. And they actually do have people that perform these different rituals and things, in this country. All right. So now, back to the article. Actually, let me go to the original one from Business Now. You go to Business Now. Okay. Or maybe not. Hold it now. Here we go. So, reading on in this article, it says, the department will let go of employees and officers that enforce civil rights laws, right? Because the civil rights don't mean shit, man. All right, the federal government, man, we gave you these privileges, man, so they could give them and they could take it away from you. All right, and it's gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna be a lot of suffering. Don't be like, oh, see y'all, this is real, y'all ain't. Man, we've been telling you, man. How long have we been out there? What you think we've been teaching? It's at least Great Millstone, because we not like, you got fucking and y'all and I see why the spirit be having us, because it's not like we got IUIC in the brain like that, like we just wake up thinking, oh, what's IUIC? We don't, man. Listen, actually, they're a joke to us, man. See, a lot of other Israelites that don't know what's going on, they say, oh, man, they look at the numbers. Hey, your brothers, no, them ain't our brothers, man. They doing their own thing. They're not doing what the Lord said. Those are not the real prophets. And we told you. And we broke it down. They are enemies against the Most High. All right? It is not about numbers. Y'all get caught up into the numbers and everything instead of what the scriptures say. They are not measuring up to what the scriptures say. And they don't know the scriptures. That's why they constantly going off. And the spirit be having brothers just happen to catch them. Because why? That's the spirit of the Lord, man. When you go off, you get reproved, man. Hell, when Adam went off, man, said they heard a voice. Well, you know what that means, man? I remember years ago, the spirit revealed that to Apostle Gabor. He said that was the prophets that was getting on Adam, man. When they said they heard the voice of the Lord in the cool of the day. Because what's that? Amos, the 3rd chapter, surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. The Most High set up prophets for a reason. And we've been prophesying to you. We ain't been giving you. You got Nate. I just seen him making a goddamn a glorified superhero video of him so-called how he became Bishop Nate. Like it's a trailer. So them dudes is probably gonna come out with like some movie. That's why I see why they want the 8K production. They're gonna be in the big screen. They think that's making it. No, the scriptures say this. Matter of fact, just we quote it all the time. So in no way are we jealous of these groups or nothing. We just telling you what the Lord said. Matthew 7:7-13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. See, the straight gate meaning a position of difficulty. You're gonna suffer. The IUIC, they sell it like, look, you just come join us, put on the purple and gold, and just say you keep the laws, even though you don't know what the laws are, right? You could call the Most High whatever you want. Nah, that's not a straight gate. You can't do just what you want to do in a straight gate. You see, you can't do. Look, there's certain places that because straight mean a position of difficulty, right? You got people that do that go into caves and holes in the earth, right? Deep craters and holes in the earth, right? To where when you get down so deep, your breathing changes because, of course, the pressure and all that stuff. To where they see certain things down there, and these motherfuckers that Esau trying to search out everything, but there's certain I forgot what you call them right now, but they get to certain points where only way they could go through is a passage is narrow. They gotta move their body in a certain way, and they gotta be careful because if not, they could fall right down, or they can't even put their light because you can't see nothing. So they might have to sit there and how you say contour their body a certain way to get down. Because why? It's a position of a difficulty. So when you in the truth, right, spiritually, you're gonna go through hell, things you didn't want to go through, things you might not want to accept, right? First thing you're supposed to accept is that you was lied to, whether from your father, mother, grandmother, the church you went to, right? And then you got to accept the fact that everything that you learned was lies. And guess what? You got to accept that we're here to suffer, all right? Overall, we're here to suffer. Now, in that suffering, the Most High is balanced, right? The Most High ain't going to make you, destroy you. But yes, suffering is a rites to passage, man. Catching hell in the truth. Ecclesiastes, read the 2nd chapter in the Apocrypha. It tells you all about it. The straight gate, all right? But now it says, now this is the point. For wide is the gate. Wide is the gate. And that's why you see these, just like these church groups, man. And IUIC is nothing different, man. Wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So all them, boots on ground. The Most High's not with, he don't need that, man. When Elijah, not Elijah, what was it, Elisha, right? And I think it was Elisha and his servant, they were being pursued. And the servant got nervous because of the big ass army or whatever. Elisha was cool as a fan. And he prayed to the Most High. He said, look, there's more with us than with them. It's just that you can't see our army because the army that's with us is the angels, man. And the angels are there. Psalms 34, the angels of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. All right? So it said, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. You see? So what Nate's doing, he's doing that broad gate thing, man. He's sitting up there, like I said, maybe they got a movie. He's up there acting, walking around, and man, what about Yahweh Shai, man? If anything, I'm not saying, fuck all that, but if you're going to make a movie, why don't you just make a movie focusing on Yahweh Shai? Can Yahweh Shai get his glory, man? And a lot of that's why the Spirit get on the Apostle Talk, call y'all a bunch of fucking zombies, and lobotomized fools. He said he gonna call y'all lobotomized motherfuckers. But that's why. Y'all wonder why? All right? I mean, it's not hate. You can call it, you can call it what you want to call it. It's just the truth. It's reproval, man. All right? Because y'all going to fuck off and y'all enemies of the Most High. So again, it's the Spirit of the Lord that have that's a reprobate spirit, man. Why would you sit up there and now at this day and age, right here it is, America's about to crumble, and you trying to make a Lions Gate type movie of how you became the great Nathaniel Jenkins or whatever you I don't know what your last name, but you want to sit there, Lee, I think it's Lee. I don't know your last name. But you making a movie about yourself? You know, that thing that's horrible, man. Man, but that's how I know you got spirits on you. You drunk with pride, self-glory, you know, and all that, man. And that hate that you have from Apostle Tahar on down is really aimed at the Most High. You really hate the Most High. You know, and you ain't checking yourself, but the Lord is going to check you and your whole congregation and all you other groups out there that's not coming into the straight gate. All right? But let's see where we at. So back in Isaiah 19, right? It says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fell." Speaking of, again back about America, and look at what's going on as we speak. The spirit of Egypt shall fell in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians, the Americans, will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. A cruel Lord. All right? And we looked this word up before. Right? We're going to look it up again. Because the Lord says he's going to give the Americans, which are the modern day Egyptians, over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Right? So now, a cruel Lord is someone that's hard. Okay? Cruel. Severe. Right? That's cold-blooded, man. Coming out of the blue, fine ass and telling you got 30 minutes, 1,000. You know, you can imagine the scrambling that's going on, man. Shit, if there's an Uber service around here, man, you go around there, you're going to get a whole bunch of rides, man. You know? The niggas need to get the hell up out of Dodge. He says severe, obstinate, hard, difficult. So the scriptures speak about the perilous times, right? Well, what do you think this is, man? Why do you keep thinking that it's going to be glory days with all this going on, man? Fierce, right? And a dragon is known to be fierce. You look at the Komodo dragon, right? Which is basically a dinosaur, a reduced dinosaur, if you will. But they still get big as fuck, you know, and they you see them, they don't look like nothing to play with. Well, these measures that they come with, that's why they call it draconian legislation, you see? Because they're fierce, intense, vehement. Yes, it's based off of hate. All this is hate, but we've been told you that the white man don't love you, man. The elites, they look, man, they got to rule over you. And that's what they want to do. You see? That's what they want to do. All right? But anyway, I'll get ready to wrap it up, man. Just a little excited, I guess. Where was we at? Jump around. Okay, I'll start it. It said Trump signed an executive order Tuesday to significantly reduce the size of government. See? And they're doing it. And I'm telling you, a lot of you people thought you was the shit with your cushion government job. Hell, there's certain places out there in D.C., you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the PG County, I'm pretty sure a lot of them, you know, I'm not going to ask the brothers out there, Monashai, Monagun, Kasap, and the rest of the D.C. brothers, Pashai and all them, you know, Karat Zaba, I'm pretty sure they'll agree that a lot of them people, especially in the PG counties, a lot of them got government jobs. So a lot of them now, reality is about to bite a lot of you, man. Although you still gonna, because you know, basically, like the what's the saying? Ignorance is bliss. You still gonna have people acting like they don't really see it happening. You know, like if you ever watched the movie The Day After, right? So when the missiles was shot off, you had the one family with the wife. She, you know, here it is. Everybody's running for coverage, right? Running for cover and everything, and she's just sitting there cleaning the dishes and acting, you know, folding up everything. Everybody, you know, was on the news. The missiles was on their way, and she's sitting there. The dude had to grab her, shake her up. She went crazy. Well, that's how our people, they'll sit there, you know, here it is. They can see they childhood house or whatever being burnt up, and they're sitting there out there crying, you know. Once it get to that point. But meanwhile, They just act ignorant, like they don't know that these things were about to happen, in other words, right? So it says, additionally, the deferred resignation program the administration offered last month is now closed. Yeah, so Trump took that deal off the table, right? He took that deal off the table. So they on some gangster shit. It's like, look, so y'all can get out now. Basically, it was a bow out gracefully thing. Or if not, we gonna come out there and forcefully kick your ass out. And that's what's happening. And they said that deal is now what? Closed. Because they offered them. And I was like, these people were stupid. That proved they love this place. Because I think it was like an 8-month severance plan. So you'd have got paid that and you still had your whatever medical benefits or whatever. So in 8 months, you could have created your own business, so to speak. You could have just worried about doing something else, man. And you would have got paid. He'd have did me a favor, man. I'd have been the first one to say, all right, yeah, you got it, Trump. Yeah, run that money. Run it, nigga. Although they about to they about to cut off the money anyway. It's about to be a cashless society, like you see it being formed throughout the whole earth. So that's really not gonna help you none. Then it's gonna, and I can see it. I can see how they're gonna start administering the CHIP. All right, but they took that deal off the table. So it said the deferred resignation program they offered last month is now closed. It says 75,000. They had a little sense of they accepted the offer, but 2.3 million federal employees qualify for the program, meaning only 3.3. So the majority of y'all are idiots because y'all didn't think, again, y'all thought nothing was gonna happen. And you better believe there's a lot of niggas and Latinos in the midst of that, and Native American Indians, because you got a lot of sellouts amongst the Native American Indians too, which they are Israelites. They are, we all family technically. But, hey, we in a time of Jacob's trouble. Further cuts to the nation's housing department could also be on the way after newly confirmed HUD secretary on Thursday launched the Department of Government Efficiency Task Force. Then they're going to start bringing charges up on some of these people. It's going to get crazy, because everything, if you know anything about the real estate, really is all a scam, just like the insurance. Everything is fraudulent. That's the American way. But now you got the hellhounds, because why? It's not for them to try to make this into a righteous place. It's for what? To establish a new world order. All right, the one world government with everybody being sea-hipped underneath the international bankers. So, you can read on more about this if you like. Pretty sure it's going to be more of this. Brothers' Spirits probably on Brothers as I speak, doing shows on this and everything. So, hey, it's going down and this is beautiful, man. And Barakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for this, man. So again, all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and Shalom to you sincere Akim, laboring in the truth. Shalom.